So is P3 too good to be true? Now, I got this, one of my last videos I put up, I talked about, here I'll bring this back, I talked about how based off this statistic, which they still haven't fixed this typo, based off this statistic, 0.01443, I think it was 0.014401, so it's ticked up a little bit, I think, per 100 P3D tokens. This has been the return on Ethereum per day, per 100 tokens over the life of the contract. Now, at current prices, as I showed you yesterday, at the current price of Ethereum to USD and the current price of the P3D tokens in Ethereum to USD, I demonstrated yesterday, and I even showed the calculations, how that ended up being a 0.4% per day return that can be compounded. Now, so the question is this too good to be true? I want to discuss that in this video. And I got this from this comment that was left in one of my videos. These things usually last 2 to 3 months, so the word spreads. The first few get paid and it builds excitement. I'll check back in and then see how you went. I hope I'm wrong and you all get rich. But I've learned when things are too good to be true, it's generally a scam. Listen, I completely get this. And I told a buddy of mine who is just learning about cryptocurrency, and he's been in a traditional investor, and he's been in the investing space for several years. And it took him a while to understand blockchain and smart contracts and whatnot. And now that he's finally started to get it, I said to him, this is a 0.4% return a day at today's valuation. And now, mind you, this is probably conservative because the price of P3D is high compared to where it's been at historically. So, who knows? This may be a conservative estimate, but this is just what the past numbers say. And this has been going on for, almost 200 days. Now, and I said, which is farther than the 2 or 3 months that the gentleman in the comment recommended. But anyway, I said to him, I said, did you ever think that there would actually be a place where you could potentially earn a 0.4% return daily and it actually be legitimate? Not only legitimate, open source, transparent, on a smart contract secured by a blockchain. Like, did you ever think? And he just laughed and he said, no, I would have never. If someone would have brought this to me, had it not been you, I would have never, ever paid attention to this. So the question is, how does it end? Is this too good to be true? It can possibly end. This isn't, it may not be, it's not too good to be true, but it doesn't mean that it's going to continue in the future indefinitely. That's what you need to understand. So the price of Ethereum right now is priced at, let's take a look at that. So the price of Ethereum right now is at $434. The price of Ethereum is definitely going to affect the future returns. If the Ethereum market continues just to drop, if it goes down to 300, 200, that could be a problem. Now, also, if the Ethereum goes up, that could be a plus because you get paid in Ethereum with the P3D, proof of a weak hands 3D token. So it could potentially go up, I guess. However, if Ethereum drops, the market could definitely, you're definitely not going to get that kind of return. The other issue is if proof of weak hands 3D token, the price is priced in Ethereum. So if that goes down, and I can show you that as well real quick. So here on the proof of weak hands 3D website, we'll take a look and you'll see what I was talking about. The price, this is an hourly chart. Let's go look at the 1-day chart. So this is the 1-day chart. So it was flatline way back here. And by the way, that 0.014 daily ETH return on 100 tokens is considering all of this. So when I say that this is probably conservative, it's because, at this current price level, it's only been this price in this area. So that return includes all of this and all of this. So I could be wrong, but if I'm understanding it correctly, and again, this is an investment advice. I'm an amateur. I don't know anything about this space. I'm learning just like everyone else. And my channel is really about my learning process in this space. However, if you look at that, then there is potential that if the price, this is priced in Ethereum. In fact, here's the price of sorry, that's not the price. I'll show you the price in Ethereum. So it's currently 0.03475 Ethereum per P3D. How much is that? Let's take a look. So currently Ethereum's at 430,486. So we could probably say so currently a P3D token is worth $15.11 currently as of this very moment. So if it continues to drop, if it continues to go down as I showed you on the graph earlier, then obviously that could affect the return based off of buying the buying price today. So that could affect the return. If it goes up, it can make the return better. Now P3D is very early. The developers expect to have more projects. So obviously the community who are currently owning this token or buying this token, they're expecting the price to go up long term. So that makes total sense for those that are holding it. But if you're wondering, is this too good to be true? Well, it's only too good to be true if the price of the token goes down or the price of Ethereum goes down is going to affect it. The price of the token goes down is going to affect it. And also potentially more mass adoption. Now, there may be some people in the P3D community that would disagree with this, but I actually think more mass adoption long term might, and I don't have any proof of this, this is just conjecture, might cause the earning rate to drop. Because, I'll show you why. The longer that the let's go back to the chart. So the longer, the more there's less jumping in the price. Now, the more stable the price is, the lower the returns are going to be. And I actually think, I believe that there would be less jump in the price as the balance of Ethereum in the contract goes up. If this goes up to 200,000 or 500,000. Now, at first, the returns are going to be amazing because you have to understand how the P3D token works. But the returns are going to be amazing because dividends are earned as the price goes up and as the price goes down. But if you see volatility flatline, if you see it just really kind of level out a lot for a long period of time, then that 0.4% daily return is not going to hold. But it would take a long time of really flat volatility. So understand when I say volatility, the way the P3D token works is every time someone buys tokens or sells tokens, there's a 10% fee on the exchange. That 10% fee goes to all current token holders. So you actually get a return when you see, so if you would have seen my account a minute ago, you see here, this is 3.2176 P3D. This is actually Ethereum. I could reinvest that Ethereum and buy P3D tokens right now, or I can withdraw that Ethereum directly to my MetaMask wallet, or if I wanted to, I could absolutely sell all of my holdings right now, and if I wanted to sell them into Ethereum and transport it to my MetaMask wallet. But I get this Ethereum, and it looks like it's like free Ethereum, but what it comes from is all of the buys and sells that occur of the token. That's what creates these rewards that come. They call it the gauntlet rewards. That's where they're coming from. So if there's no volatility, there's three things that cause this current incredible return to end. The price of the token, since it's priced in Ethereum, goes down. Or the price of Ethereum goes down. Or volatility stops. There's not a lot of buying, there's not a lot of selling, and it just flatlines. That will cause it. But it's going to have to maintain that for several days, potentially several weeks, and it's going to have to do it long term. I actually think the greatest risk is not volatility currently. I think the greatest risk would be Ethereum price going down, would be the absolute greatest risk. P3D in the next week or two or month, I think is going to go up. That's just my guess. This isn't financial advice, but I say that based off there's new news coming out. They're talking about a new game coming up. You can see that here in the announcements on the By the way, you should go watch this video if you're wondering what a smart contract is in a blockchain is. But in announcements, there's a new announcement that shows there's a new game coming up, and these games operate over top of the P3D blockchain. So this is a new game coming up, and these games kick dividends back to token holders. So one of the things that I did not say in this example is this comes from buys and sells, but it also comes from the two games. There's currently FOMO long and FOMO soon. F3D soon and F3D long kick out dividends back to all token holders as well. I didn't mention that currently. So the three ways that this ends, if it ends, is by the price of Ethereum crashing, the price of the P3D token since it's priced in Ethereum crashing, or so for whatever reason the price isn't very volatile and it flatlines. That would cause the 0.4% daily return to end that I discussed in my last video. So if you're wondering what's the downside is cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency in general can be extremely risky. All these node projects are extremely risky, but the potential could be huge because we're so far and so early. I saw one of my comments earlier where just like a week or two ago, someone said, oh, I wish I would have bought in. He said this, he said, oh, I wish I would have bought in. It's too late now because he saw it right here. It's already over 20,000 Ethereum in the contract. He said it was too late. Don't you know he's kicking himself that he wouldn't have bought in at 20,000 Ethereum? He's absolutely kicking himself, but it's okay. If you believe in the project, the whole goal is just to buy in and reinvest your rewards or pull out your rewards or whatever you want. It's your own personal strategy. That's not financial advice. That's just what I'm doing. I currently am a holder. I'm currently investing. I'm also buying more tokens. That's what I'm doing. That's not a recommendation for you to do the same. Cryptocurrency space is risky. Do your own research. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. If there's anything that I haven't thought of on how in the world this could end, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.